I hate to admit it, there are days I do not feel motivated. I do not feel inspired. I do not feel the hustle. But it's better to press through anyways. A bad day at work, a bad day on your hustle, a bad day on the grind, a lesser workout, a less productive afternoon, whatever it is still better than not doing anything at all. But you do occasionally need to take breaks and recharge that hustle battery. So how do we balance all this? What does it mean? And why am I telling you this? Let's get into it. It's Saturday, and you know what that means. It's Saturday. I'm in the office. You know what that means. The Saturday Morning Hustle Podcast. No hyperbolic hustle culture, just brutally honest, straightforward business advice and motivation every Saturday for entrepreneurs, business owners, or anyone pursuing success. You can't just work 9 to 5 Monday through Friday and hope to become the next big thing. You gotta work smart, work hard, put in extra effort while everyone else is sleeping, playing games, or wasting time. Maximize bonus time to get more work done. This podcast is for anyone willing to come in early, stay late, hustle on the weekend to be truly great. That's right. You could be the greatest hustler, the greatest grinder. You can have as much drive, as much work ethic as anyone ever, and still have bad days, bad moments, a lack of motivation, burnout, frustration, feeling like you're not accomplishing anything, etc. No one wins all the time, and trying to win all the time is not a good strategy. It's a good motivational tool. It's a good idea. It's something to strive for. But much like when we set goals really high, it's not always about achieving the goal. It's about achieving things that move you towards that goal. It's doing great things in the process. And it's okay along the way to wake up in the morning and think to yourself, I don't want to get out of bed yet. It's okay to have those thoughts. The difference between a hustler and someone who's not a hustler is getting past that thought and getting up. For me, it's getting up first thing in the morning so I can go to the gym. I work out before I go to work. There are plenty of mornings, including this morning, which is why this thought process was fresh on my mind and why I wanted to share it with you today. But there are plenty of mornings I don't want to go to the gym the moment I wake up. You start making excuses. Well, just skipping one day will be okay. It's cold outside. I thought it was going to rain today. I have a lot of other things to do. Work is busy. The holidays are coming, etc., etc., etc. But they're just excuses. So it's okay to have the initial thought. You don't want to do it. But of course, if you do want to be successful, if you do want to achieve things, if you want to move towards your goal, if you want to ultimately win, you have to talk yourself out of those negative thoughts and move forward with, I can do it, and the value of consistency and having a less than productive day, a shorter workout, a shorter time at work, less effort than you really intended, but more than if you had skipped, is still better than skipping. It's still better than doing nothing. It's still better than letting those negative thoughts drag you down. It's okay to have them. It's okay to take time off. It's okay to have days off. It's okay to have vacations. It's okay to take a break in the middle of the day and just let your head clear. Whatever it is, have a long lunch, go for a walk, listen to some music, watch a YouTube video, play a video game, call a friend. Do something that's not work to break up your pattern, break up the monotony, take the pressure off of you, but then get back to doing the things you know you need to do, the things you need accomplished, so that you continue to move towards your goals. As you move towards your goals, you're moving towards being successful. So it's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to feel like the grind is just that, a grind. It's okay if you're not embracing your Saturday morning hustle right now. But it's not okay to let those thoughts win more often than getting past them, getting through it, and acknowledging that, yes, you get stuff done when you are motivated or not. You get stuff done if you're organized, if you understand what you're trying to achieve, if you understand your why, if you have your vision on the prize, if you are reaching towards those goals, if you're moving towards something bigger and better, if you understand what success is for you, you understand the steps that are necessary to get there, you understand you have to stay consistent and motivated, and it's okay if you just have to force yourself out of bed. It's okay if you just have to get started. Getting started, taking the first step, putting your gym clothes on so that you can go to the gym, getting dressed for work so that you can go to work, setting your alarm clock 5 or 10 minutes early, refusing to use a snooze button, making yourself to-do list and notes, and setting not just goals, but breaking them down to objectives and crafting a strategy, and then creating a list of tactics that's on your to-do list. What do you need to do to accomplish these things? Now you're organized. Now it's easier to stay motivated, because if you're just looking at the big goal, make $1 million this year. That's a huge goal. That's a great goal. If you look at that on Monday morning and decide, how am I making $1 million? That seems like a very daunting task. Maybe I should just go back to bed because I'm not going to make $1 million today. But if you understand, you're talking about $1 million in 1 year, then you're talking about $500,000 in 6 months, and you're talking about $250,000 every quarter, and you're talking about X number of dollars per month and per week and then per day. And I need to accomplish today, but I just need to focus on what I need to accomplish today and tomorrow to add up to what I need for the week, what I need for the month, what I need for the year. If you look at the examples you have, if the motivation you have, the people that you're aspiring to be, your mentors, your role models, just the people who have achieved what you want to achieve, when you look at what they're doing, you understand it can be done. You reflect back on the thing that's trying to hold you back, and you just push through. It's better to get 80% work done, 60% work done, even 25% of your work done is still better than getting 0 done in any time period. It's okay to not be 100% motivated. It's not okay for those thoughts and feelings and bad habits to win on a regular basis. If that happens, you're going to backslide. You're going to have a very hard time being successful. If you're listening to this podcast, you're a hustler, you're a grinder, you're trying to achieve something, you understand what you're doing, you know what I'm telling you, but you're also, you have to admit this to yourself. You don't have to say it out loud, but please admit this to yourself, because I'm admitting it right here on the podcast. You have moments you don't want to hustle and grind. You have times where you feel overwhelmed. You have times where you feel tired, when you lose motivation, when you just aren't sure if that's the right thing. You're not sure if you can achieve it. You maybe even consider it to be imposter syndrome. Whatever those thoughts are, you can combat those thoughts. You can push back. You can do better for yourself by, again, realizing that that small thing trying to hold you back can be pushed back with the smallest bit of effort. Just getting started, just going, just achieving the first thing on your to-do list today, making sure you give 20% effort, and then 40% effort, and then 60% effort, and then eventually 100% effort. And then maybe you have something left in the tank you didn't even expect, and you give 110% or 120%. And those wins pile up. Those wins push you forward. Those wins make you want to do more, want to come in on Saturday, to get up early, to stay late, to be the first one in, the last one out, to be the hustler and grinder, to take it all on you, because you let the small wins push you, and you refuse to let those small negatives, those little things, those bits of frustrations, the thought of doubt, refuse to let it stop you. It's okay if it slows you down. It's okay if it detours you momentarily. It's okay if you feel a certain way about it. But you know what to do to get past it, so simply do that. It's still okay to take days off. It's okay to rest and recharge your hustle battery. It's okay to take extended time off, take vacations, to step away from a project, to step aside, to do something fun when you could be working. It's okay to do those things to keep your head straight and to remind you why you hustle so much. Can't be just about trying to be rich and famous. It's got to be about what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to build, what you're trying to gain, who you're building it for, who you're going to share it with, who gains along with you as you are successful. Focus on those things. So focus on your why. Focus on who's coming with you and who's helping you. Don't focus on who's a hater and who's trying to hold you back. Focus on the things you can do that move you forward. Do not focus on the things that you think are not going to be successful or didn't turn out as well as you expected or failed. Only failures if we stop. Don't stop. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to rest for 5 minutes. It's okay to go in late. It's okay to knock off early if you need to. Sometimes it's okay to step away. It's okay to just catch your breath, recharge your hustle battery, and reinvigorate yourself. Tell yourself you can do this and why. Remember your why. Remember all the work you've put in. Look at past successes. Let all of that positive motivation and the fact that you've handled all those things, that you managed all that, you did all of that, allows you to push back, to repel, to be better, to compete, to overcome that little voice in the back of your head that says, no, let's not do it today. Let's sleep in. Let's knock off early. Or let's break our diet. Or let's take a shortcut. Or let's do something no one will even notice that we did, but we'll know. Push back on those ideas. It's okay to have them. Don't let them stop you. You're going to be a hustler. You're going to be a grinder. If you're going to be successful, it's up to you. I have those days. I have those moments. The guy who tells you, get in office on Saturday and outwork the competition while they still sleep, sometimes wishes he was still in bed. But those thoughts are not enough to hold you back. Push back on the thoughts. Achieve with action. Have your small victories. Use that to build momentum. Change your attitude. Move forward. Have a vision. Understand your why. Know that you're building for more than just you. And hustler inside of you will ultimately prevail. Good luck. We'll see you next week. Thanks for listening. Subscribe so you never miss an episode. Leave a comment, leave a review, share with a friend. I would really appreciate that. Follow and engage on social media, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and this Saturday Morning Hustle Facebook fan page. All the information, all the past episodes, all the Saturday Morning Hustle, Entrepreneur AF, and Coffee and Donut swag is at SaturdayMorningHustle.com. See you next week.